प्यारे सत्संग जी, प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। So I request all the Hansas of Three Lok, Paramahansas of Amarlok and Satpurushi of Amarlok to please give me blessings. I bow my head before you for your blessing, grace and benediction, and allow me to act as your mic for the message you are going to send to these three loks and Amarlok itself. Thanks a lot. Today it is 30 9 2020. I'm here before you to talk about the topic of importance of chatan surti. Importance of chatan surti is the topic of the day, and I am going to speak about this topic. Surti is the main gradient which is acting within every creature of this cosmos. Without Surti, mind is insignificant, and this Maya too is insignificant. Their importance is all because of this Surti. So the one in the body appears as moving, acting. It is in segments well within you, but appears as an individual. So this body appears moving, acting, doing all the activities, and you consider that it is a single unit. Yes, it is a single unit but divided into various segments. You can make use of any one of them at a time. If you have to concentrate through your eyes, you have to concentrate on that point. All others will help you in that. If you are going to smell anything, the whole concentration is moving towards that. If you are making use of your hands, the whole concentration is moving towards that. If you are moving, you are running, there is some problem and you run very fast, that means the whole body is acting in that very direction. So any individual acting as per the wish or desire of the body is, and it takes the help of Surti. Without Surti, you can't perform any work. So this all act is because of mind. It is the mind which is making you to move, run, see, smell, hear, touch, run. But The whole work is being provided by SURTI. So, mind and Maya are illusions. These are lusts, thinking, belief, and hope. Thinking is there, belief is there, hope is there. But these all the gradients are outcome of mind. So, to every person on this planet, Surti is the main functional unit well within our body, but the masses are not aware of this whole. They consider, they try to know about mind, but they never think of Surti because nobody on this planet except myself and my Sadguru. I am talking totally on Surti, whereas the rest talk a little bit of Surti, including Kabir Sahib. He too has laid much stress on mind and very less stress on Surti, whereas my whole concentration is on Surti. And this Surti is because of Sat, love, Anand, and peace. And they all remain as unaltered state at all times. They can't be modified. If there is truth, that means love is there, joy is there, and peace is there. Without that, other three will disappear. If one is there, that means all the other three segments are there. When these three come, peace automatically comes. When truth, joy, and love exist, peace automatically exists. So, these are the main segments. I should say the whole flux of Surtis, these segments. They don't find any difference between species, between different religions, caste, creeds, are parts of same human body. When one exists, it exists in the whole segment of the body, and your whole body becomes free of mind and Maya. Mind is strong along with Maya body. So long your Surti is not concentrated. So that is why I say their change from Satya to Raj or to Tama or vice versa are relative truth or untruth. Some people are moving from Sat to Raj and from Raj to Tamas condition, and some elevate themselves from Rajas, Tamas to Rajas, and Rajas to Satya. These do take place as per your internal thinking, and you give maximum time towards your awareness. When you struggle within to be in the present, these changes do occur. But when you are in a mood to just have universal progress, material progress, and you forget about the spiritual progress, that means you are degrading yourself. And because at the time of birth you were pure, having sattva quality, as you grow and move on and get the association of parents, whatsoever they think, you start moving in those very directions. Whatever they talk at home, it impacts you a lot. If they are religious, if they are moving towards the true path, you will move towards sattvic. If they are business minded and think always about money and maya, that means they are moving towards rajas quality. And when they plunge into different vices, drinking, smoking, taking drugs, this and that, then they are moving towards tamasic. And even tamasic, when he comes in contact with those who are freed from these vices and they train him accordingly, he too changes and comes to rajas first and then to sattvic. So this change takes place. Sometimes there is more water in the river, sometimes it is very less water in the river, and sometimes there is flood in the river. So it all depends upon the rains. It all depends on the ice from where they are coming. These rivers are coming, they depend upon the source from where they are coming. Naturally, the source is mountains which are laden with ice. As the ice goes on melting, water flows in those very rivers. But as the quantity of ice decreases, the flow of water too decreases. So it all depends upon your own situation in which you are living. And sometimes I may mention you, that is, truth can be divided into segments. These are relative truths, that when you change from Sat to Raj, it becomes a relative truth. And from Raj to Sat, Tamasic, again it is a relative truth. Just as in the dark you see a rope as snake, but actually when you switch on the light and see that it is a rope, at that very moment the ignorance is gone. That is, relative truth becomes true truth. That's no longer relative now. No, it is a rope. But in the dark, it was appearing as snake. And everybody whosoever is in the room and sees that, he will be afraid of it. So, same is the case. In the morning, when the sun is rising, you move towards east, you will find that the sun is moving along with you towards east. And when you move towards the west, it appears the sun is moving along with you towards the west. So you are insignificant so far as the sun is concerned, but see the distance, 93 crores of miles away from us, and it appears as a disk, as a plate, a shining plate in the cosmos. This is all relative truth. There are oases in the desert where there is no water and it appears that there is the water. This is a relative truth. In the same way, you see rainbow in the sky. This is all because of dispersion of light for the time being. It appears as primary rainbow and secondary rainbow. This is all relative truth, which exists because of time and space and form. The moment rainbow is there and the next moment you find it is missing and it is appearing in the other sides. Whether there are the water drops that is hanging in the atmosphere, rainbow is formed because they act as a prism for that. So you are seeing the sun, it is appears to you, it appears that it is moving. It is moving, whereas it is the earth that is moving. That is why in the beginning people were in illusion that it is the sun that is moving, whereas the earth is stationary. And those who said that this earth is moving and the sun is stationary, they were rather punished and tortured. That is, they were considered as speaking a lie, but actually it was a truth. As I am speaking the truth, at present, to some it appears he is a lawyer. Because truth is known to very few. As you go on moving, just like a black hole. Now, previously it was established fact, then the people said no, there is no black hole. But now if the fact has re-established that there is a black hole, where even an atom is captured and can't come out. It has such a huge magnetism in it. Anything that goes into that very black hole, it can't be taken out in any way. It can't be taken out. It has so tremendous power in it, so magnetic pull inside in it. So sun, moon, stars appear very small as compared to their original shape, size and nature. Is governed by what? Shape, size and nature is governed by time and space. This is because of time and space. They will disappear one day. They are functioning because of time and space. Otherwise, they are not functioning at all. When a thing is related with its presence, and one day it has to abolish altogether, it is a relative truth. So all these three loks, this cosmos, is a relative truth. It is not the truth. But see your body, how significant you are on this planet. Normal person will see the same. Normal to normal person, these things appear to be as truth. Everything I used to teach and say there is nothing stationary in the whole universe. Even galaxies are moving, nothing is stationary. Because they all are under the control of 7 Mahasun loks. And 7 Mahasun loks are under the control of Amarlok. That's what I say. Everything is a relative term except Satlok. Because it was, it is, and it will be. Whereas all other things, Mahasun, Sun, these earth, other loks, that's 21 loks, are relative truth. One day they have to disappear. And a thing which has to disappear, its existence is meaningless. It is temporary in nature. That's why we say it. That thus the place and form are not the supreme truth. Relative truth is relative to mind, so it must be annihilated. You have to rediscover yourself. All these things, even your mind, your maya, they are relative truth. But you yourself is truth, pure truth. All others are relative truth. Mind, so it is must be annihilated. You must remove this mind from you. You must come out of mind. Because it is a relative truth. It is an hindrance to your real truth. That is why I say, when you say Atma, it is a relative term. When you say soul, it is a relative term. When you say God, it is a relative term. When you say Devi Devatas, they are relative terms. But you are the truth. Surti, consciousness, concentration are truth. So, why to worry between have and have nots? Because these all are relative terms. They have to destroy one day. Any relative term has to go. You go in the space, move towards the space. The moon will go on appearing bigger and bigger to you. Its size is the same, but your distance between you and it decreasing. So its size is increasing. So that is a relative truth. So one that is a relative truth has insignificance for you. The mind is calm and balanced. Whatever you do and act in awareness will lead you to success. So I say, when the mind is calm and balanced, whatever you do and act in awareness will lead you to success. Why it is so? When mind is calm and balanced, you will do anything in awareness. That means you will be in surti. Because always mind is throwing waves and waves towards you. Your soul, your surti, your consciousness, your concentration. These waves disturb you. When you are at work, a wave of mind comes and it takes you to past and future. And the object before you remains where it was. Then you give a jerk to your own self, say, okay, I have wasted 15 minutes. Then again you devote 15 minutes towards your job, work. Again the wave comes. So, this is all relative truth. Whereas when you are working with awareness, fully concentrated in your activity, you were in a balanced position. You were not moving anywhere. You were fully in touch with the object, with the task before you. And if you remain concentrated for some days, for some months, for some years, you make tremendous progress in the universe. This awareness does a lot and lot for the masses, for their upliftment. All the scientific discoveries, even at present, even students during their study periods to be an engineer, doctors, they are doing wonders. Because of intellect, when the awareness is there, your intellect will function as per the directions of SURTI, not of mind. Mind is a wave. It should be calm and composed. And it makes you unbalanced. Your mind must get connected with Supreme Consciousness. What is the Supreme Consciousness? Supreme Consciousness means the ocean of Amarlok. That endless sea of SURTI, whose segment you are. You have to realize your own importance. You are the segment of Supreme Soul. All the qualities of Supreme Soul are there in your SURTI, which is full of all the qualities. It doesn't require any help of mind and mind. It doesn't require any help from any source. It itself is complete in all respects. Even an insect which is invisible to you, it too possesses the same quality as you are. But in the form of human being, you can concentrate it. You can elevate yourself. You can elevate your SURTI. But being a disciple of true and real Satguru, the awareness is to be in SURTI, consciousness, concentration, and to pacify mind in all respects. You have to pacify mind, not to act on relative terms, to act on fictitious mind, which has no bearing with you. Just as you see, the seed has the whole structure of how the plant will develop. All the qualities are there in the seed. Which fruit it has to bear, what will be the size of the fruit, what will be the type of leaves, what will be the height of the tree. So everything is well within it. Which part will become root, which part will become stem, which part will become branches, which part will become leaves, which part will become flower, and which part will turn into fruit. All these segments are well arranged, well within that very seed. Same is the case with we Hansas. We too possess the same qualities as that of Satpurush, that is Supreme Soul. But we are not aware of all this. That is the tragedy of we people. Our unit cells of mother and father has all the gradients, that which part will act in making our bones, which part will act as making different organs, which part our body will take the shape of flesh, which part will turn into blood vessels, that's for pure blood, for impure blood, which will make our eyes, nose, ears, that's our senses. All these are there in the ovum and sperm of mother and father. See, a unit cell of mother and father has all the qualities to develop a complete human being, whether male or female. Who has done this all? And it generates life on the planet. DNA is contained in every cell of our body. DNA is there in us, contains the whole program of our being as body. This DNA and RNA, they contain the whole information with them, and they are present in each and every segment. Our heart, our brain, our lungs, our kidneys, our eyes, our nose, our ear. So every segment is developed as per the RNA and DNA in our body. Then question comes, what about the soul, which regulates the functioning of DNA in each and every segment of cell? The DNA is still under the control of soul, SURTI, consciousness concentration. Every unit it is so as a whole, SURTI, it is at the same time functioning in each and every segment of the body. Whole in parts doesn't appear in parts, but it acts in parts. Just as SURTI is in the heart and Nirti comes in your breath in two segments. As I mentioned earlier, the only job of Satguru are your complete annihilation, complete nirvana, moksha, is because of the union of these two. What the Alive Holy Name does, it unites the two. When the two get united, the whole work is done. When two hands unite together, you pick up a thing very easily, but with one hand, you can't generate too much power. But with two hands, the whole power is generated in two hands of the body, and you can lift anything you like. So you have to see the wonderful task. These are the two arms of the soul, SURTI and NIRTI. Their union is very important. Satguru is meant for this union. What mind has done? He has made body in such a way that in one part there is a SURTI and in the other Nirti is coming all the time. That's why I say Amara Lok is present everywhere. It is there in these three loks, no doubt in it. But you can't get connection directly without Alive Holy Name, without soundless sound word, without Akana, without Niyaksharna, without Nishabad. So, soundless sound word is very important. Venam Sabad is very important. And for that, Satguru sends a Satguru. It is just like anything to unite these two. For the union, some third agency is needed. To make milk into curd, some agent is needed. To make milk into cheese, some agent is needed. And to convert curd into ghee, some process is needed. So, for doing anything, you require certain thing for its modification, for its change. So, DNA in each and every segment of the breath cycle within the very cell of the body to establish its importance in the whole segment of the body. It has to unite the whole segment of the body. Even your surti and nirti can be united. And at that very moment, your body becomes dead. At that very moment, your breath doesn't fall into the navel base, but it moves towards Surat Kamal. First towards Agya Chakra, and from that towards Surat Kamal. In Agya Chakra, you do find the existence of Satguru. This soul sees the existence of Satguru because when it joins, Satguru is established well within the Shushmana. This Kal Niranjan, this God's, that is unit mind is gone. There is no phylum then well within the nostrils. Your nostrils become free of phylum. See what wonders a Sadguru performs on the planet. It establishes its unique place in Agya Chakra to regulate the functioning of 6 bodies which are unique in their performance. This while sitting in the Sushmana functions well within the 6 bodies. The 6 bodies comes under your control. Every human being is a composition of 6 bodies. Sthul, Suksham, Turiya, Turyatit, Gyande and Vigyande. And you have to cross these 6 bodies to elevate your soul, to have connection with the Supreme Soul. Without that, you can't establish connection with the Supreme Soul. And sometimes it is done with the complete knowledge, and sometimes without the knowledge, you reach to Shushma. One who has not been enticed, blessed, or interested with alive holy name, and he struggles through concentration, then he moves body to body. But when you get alive holy name, then no need of making contact with the bodies. Then there is a complete connection between Surti and Nirti directly. Surti automatically moves from Kundalini to Shashastra Sar and then to Agya Chakra, and Nirti reaches from the Shushmana to Agya Chakra, and there they unite. So this alive holy name does wonders and wonders on this planet. But you must realize the importance of your own self. Awareness is needed from your side. What is bhakti? What is worship? Is concentration. And concentration is established through alignment, holy name itself, because it has a power to let go mind and maya. Where this word is there, man maya can't stand there. Where there is a fire, lion, tiger, etc., will run away from that very region. They won't stay where there is a fire. Lion can't stay over there. So, you have to be very cautious that which is more precious. These words of Guruvas are very slow in your progress. That is why one who crossed Turiya, he remained in Turiya. One who crossed Turiyatit, he remained in Turiyatit. They only got the knowledge of one, whether it was Vedvyasji, whether it was Sukhdev, whether it was Raja Janam, whether it was Gorakhnath. So whosoever tried to undergo this process, even the three devatas, whatsoever they achieved, they remained to that place only. They said that work is done, but a sant makes you to cross all the six pluxes, all the seven pluxes, six bodies and seven pluxes. You have to cross and you have to reach to the eighth plux, eighth chakra. If you want to attain complete nirvana, moksha, liberation from the clutches of life and death, you have to pay due attention to what they said. And then see, in every breath inhaling, we get life. And in every exhaling, we get death, which leads to evolution, which is not physical but consciousness. Every breath that we take in provides life to all the segments of the body. Oxygen is being provided. SURTI is being provided to each and every segment. It is not the only oxygen which is needed, but SURTI at the same moment. SURTI concentrates your inner SURTI well within the heart. And with that, it divides into 7 segments. And with 10 years, take out all the foul layer out of the body. So with this coming, all distribute their task. The moment exhaling takes place, you throw the air out. That's foul air. That's why when somebody is talking, there must be some distance, even the normal course of talking, because he is throwing his own dirt towards you. You have to be very vigilant. Don't be in close quarter, because he can have any sort of disease, any sort of problem well within the body, and you too will be caught in that. So it is not because of this very epidemic period. One should be very cautious throughout his life career. It's very important that you must take care of inhaling and exhaling. So evolution in a physical body is very important to watch. You are dying and reborn in each and every breath. So at the time of birth, you take in air, life is provided. But at the time of death, see, you have to exhale. The final stage comes when you exhale. the final breath, and the whole body becomes dead. So death is inhaling and exhaling, and nothing more than that. We need to get enlightened. We need to get ourselves enlightened, and for that we have to see the significance of every breath in fully awareness, that is to be in the present moment, poses a challenge to understand your real self, which Surti and Surti would be the basis or the basic things to achieve the target. Without the knowledge of this, inhaling and exhaling, and without your awareness, without understanding to your real self, that how Surti and Nirti are functioning and how to maintain a balance between the two. The balance is maintained by alive holy name. No other thing can maintain a balance. So at the time of taking breath in or out, this alive holy name moves with them. And when this alive holy name is with them, there is no dirt within your body. It is eliminated in a very short time. Everything becomes very free. So that is why those who possess this alive holy name, they get minimum infection. And that too when they don't pay attention towards alive holy name. The moment they come in alive holy name, the whole process becomes very perfect and pure. And a person becomes free of ailments. So this word is not only for spiritual elevation, but because of making you free from so many diseases. All chronic diseases are eliminated with the help of this alive holy name. This physical body is made up of flesh, bones, and blood of matter. And I also mentioned you that all these things are because of the segment, that is unit cell, which contains DNA and RNA, which contains all the informations to be conveyed and to receive with the help of this DNA and RNA. So when alive holy name is with them, they function more efficiently, more quickly, and in a better way. And in this very way, no dirt and rubbish remains inside the body to make you ill. So if you want to get yourself free, make your body a healthy, then we divide this body into three segments. One is called as subtle body, which is Maya. Get energy from Surti. This subtle body, that's Maya, gets energy from Surti. And then there is an astral to get the energy and convert into vibrations in the whole segment of the cell. This astral is your mind. Because some understand this language, that is why I give each and every knowledge to every one of you. When somebody talks of subtle body, that means he is talking of Maya. And when somebody is talking of astral body, that means he is talking of mind. So please pay attention to what the subtle body gets energy from Surti, and astral too gets the energy and convert itself into various segments in the form of a flux. Subtle body function as heart, lungs, kidneys, eyes, ear, nose, this and that. This is all subtle body. And the astral as mind. Mind is your astral body. Mind is made up of mind. That is, astral body is mind. And the third body is known as causal body. Third body is causal body, and you are fully aware of is SURTI itself. So three things are functioning well within the body. That is subtle body, astral body, and causal body. One is Maya, other is mind, and third is SURTI. So the whole body of any creature on this planet is because of these three. So I made it very clear because Yogananda philosophy is based on these three segments. They talk about these three. So I have made you very clear what is subtle, what is astral, and what is causal. So all the three are the same as we say Maya, we say mind, and so SURTI. When the knowledge of these three is there, then the alive holy name must be there. Who will provide this energy to this causal body, alive holy name? The source from where the sun has got the energy, that has to be realized. The source from which our eyes have got the energy to see. So you have to be very cautious while dealing with these three things. That is, what is the function of subtle body, and when I say astral, mind is astral, whereas the rest of the units are subtle, because SURTI is not any unit well within the body, but it functions independently but resides inside the heart. Its unit is heart, but mind is a astral body. So you have to, as SURTI is the center base of our existence, along with Nirti, which controls subtle and astral body. Nirti controls these two. So without joining the Nirti with the soul, you can't have a control on mind and Maya. So all the times I give new knowledge to my sadhaks, to my disciples, that they must be very vigilant with what I say and what I talk. So SURTI, that is astral body, through alive holy name, soundless sound word, bodiless word, it affects wave thoughts. It affects wave thoughts, mind. Without this alive holy name, wave thoughts will never subside. It makes them subside. So it is alive holy name which makes them to subside. Intellect, mind, memory, and action of you. Intellect, mind, memory, and action of ego. They come under the control of SURTI. Without that, they never come. And they are directly under the control of Nirti, not under the control of SURTI. SURTI is functioning in with 10 ears. 10 ears are joining with SURTI, and they remove all the dust and rubbish from the body. Whereas your subtle body and astral body having a direct link with Nirti. So that is the topic of the day. This will continue in my next lecture as well. This is not completed as yet. So I am giving you the whole knowledge about the body, about the mind, about the surti and functioning of the alive holy name that I possess. That is the union of Satguru and Satpurush soul, concentrated soul of Satguru and super concentrated soul of Satpurush is being provided to you as Namdan. See the importance of Satguru on the planet. With these words, I would like to close my topic and say best wishes to all of you, my listeners, those who are going to listen to this topic of mine. So, again I'll say, प्यारे सत्संग जी प्यार से बोलिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद।